Hey, this is Nellie's Farm. It is the morning of March 12th, 2025, and there's Mindy Kitty. She loves it when I come outside. She just follows me around everywhere. The animals all love it when I come out. They're like me, they just love being outside. It still looks pretty rough because it's not quite officially spring, as you can see. I don't know if you can see the pet cemetery over there on the left. My son actually put some garden lights, they're solar, around the whole thing so they glow at night. So I wanted to introduce you guys to a new plant. It's new to me. I'm still learning about it. This plant is called the Jiaogulan. Now, there is a guy that lived on very rural property in North Carolina, and I rarely watch long videos, but it was like a 2-3 hour video, and he's an expert on this stuff. And this is when I first learned, he has since passed away. This is when I first learned of this amazing plant. It is the Jiaogulan. It comes from China. It's called the mortality herb. Now, people were using it in China for thousands of years until it recently, like 100 years ago, began getting their attention. That the people that used those herbs in that remote area, they were living to over 100 years old. It's also called the poor man's ginseng, by the way. So these people were studied, and they found out this is why they live so long. Now, another name for this is called the sweet tea vine. You might know it by that name. It is gaining popularity. Now, the official name, bear with me, I'm going to try to pronounce it, guys. Gynostemma pendophyllum. And Mindy decided to sit down with me. So that is the official name. Now, it's a good replacement, even though it's caffeine-free, for coffee, because it's natural stimulant, like ginseng, guys. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with ginseng. I'm supposed to actually have some here, is what I've been told. I haven't seen any, because I have a mountain on this property. Ginseng has been harvested big time. China started running out of theirs, and then they started buying Americans. And you remember that show? I don't think it's still on. I don't know. It's a ginseng show where, people harvest it, and they actually catch other people on their property, at night, stealing it. That's how valuable it was. Well, they didn't bother to replace it, A lot of those people, what you're supposed to do is smash the little berries on them and bury them in the same spot, and then it regrows it. Although it does take, a long time. Anyway, this is a replacement for it. It's in the cucumber family. It does grow very quickly. It's a tropical plant. It needs trellis. It can go, well, it doesn't have to be in a trellis, but it can be, you could put it in pots, but it really will branch out and become huge, like a huge bush, if you trellis it. Now, it does need partial shade. I was thinking of maybe putting it in the garden, but there's a lot of sun over there, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that yet. I might put it along the side of something, I don't know. But, not total sun, okay? So anyway, I got some seeds, and I planted the seeds, but it takes weeks for them to grow, to come up. If they do, I don't know if they're going to come up, so I went ahead and bought this. This little gem was only $7 on Etsy, guys. $7. And they say it's really easy to grow. So, it's really perked up. I mean, even being in the mail for days, it was in great shape. But, seems to be pretty easy to take care of. It was initially used in remote southern China, by the way, but it's also used in other parts of Asia like Japan. So after it gets going and gets thick, I watched a tutorial. You're supposed to cut the leaves to encourage new growth and encourage it to spread out. They say it's pretty easy to transplant into new pots. So I guess I'm gonna find out, because I'm gonna try to keep some in big pots out here, like on my steps. I usually have plants. And I'm going to try to get some growing in the ground with a trellis, and I'll keep you updated on that. All parts of the plants are great for medicine. This is the mortality herb, it's called, like I said. And it's an adaptogen, which means that whatever, is a problem in your body, you're out of balance with this or that, this balances it. Those kind of plants and herbs, they balance what the problem is, specifically. So I just wanted to introduce you to this. Oh, by the way, it's also not just anti-aging, but it's great for weight loss too, according to what I've heard. Got high antioxidant content. It has 4 similar properties of ginseng, guys. 4 of them. Grows quickly. It's also anti-cancer and anti-tumor. So I wanted to share this with you. If you do get the seeds, if you order them, I think I got my seeds off of Etsy too, like this plant. Soak them in warm water 24 hours before you start them. Keep them moist. Keep spraying the top and barely cover them with soil, because they are very small seeds, I noticed. And keep use a very small spray bottle. Don't just pour water in there. The seeds will go all over. I found out a few years ago. You gotta spray them. Just keep them moist. You gotta keep it moist, like most new seeds that you plant. Before you put them, or before they come up. 2 or 3 seeds a pot. A pot this size is what I have my seeds planted in. I've got them in peat pots. So I just wanted to share this with you. It's also super immunity, okay? And it's anti-stress. It's a nervine. It improves circulation. It's great for angina, which is heart pain. So I wanted to share all this with you. I think I got all the information shared. It's in the cucumber family, if I did not say that already. And by the way, it will die off in the winter outside, so that's why I'm going to have some in pots, so I could take a few in, So I guess that's everything. I'm looking at my paper because I can't possibly remember all this, guys. It also decreases inflammation and high blood pressure. Okay, you can eat these raw right off of the plant, or you can make a tea, which is why it's called sweet tea vine. I guess it's got a really sweet flavor, and you don't really need to add like sugars or anything. So I wanted to introduce you. I have been for a while, and maybe you'd like to consider adding this to your herb garden. It sounds like it'd be a great prospect. Thanks for watching Nellie's Farm, and please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And I'm still doing my fundraiser. I'll put the link in the comments section. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Nellie's Farm signing off.